have no mercy for those that come to disrupt the restoration of this struggle. We don't negotiate with anyone. We will never do that. Because when you do things like that, you encourage the same thing to be inside the government, and they will continue to do what they are doing.
Welcome, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world. I welcome you to this amazing platform. Thank you so much for joining me on today's program, and I wish you a very happy new year. Finally, we are now in the year 2025, and as we proceed in the year 2025, we must not forget that we have a lot of responsibilities. Our responsibility in this platform is to give you information and make sure that you have an update on what is going on in Biafra land, more especially things that has to do with the restoration of independent state of Biafra. Today, I am going to share with you a very important video. Please pay attention to this video. In all the information that we see here, you are going to see that they have started again a new deceit to distract us from the restoration of independent state of Biafra. We must not be distracted. It is either Biafra or nothing. Mazen Nandekano said it to us, and he has not changed his mind. If anybody tries to insinuate that Mazen Nandekano have changed, that is a lie. Watch this video from beginning to the end. You will understand that the enemies will never give up. And those of us who are focusing on the restoration of Biafra, we must not give up. Do not get distracted, regardless what you hear or what you see. Always remember that it is Biafran first. All eyes must be on the rising sun. Every eye must be on the rising sun. Do not allow yourself to be carried away with things that are happening around you. The restoration of independent state of Biafra is one thing that we must focus on. We have the United States of Biafra now. Let's watch.
Gradually, I had a conversation with the governor of Borno State the other day. So the conversation has been the rehabilitation and how the communities are going to be re-energized so that people can go back to their communities, the farming communities can go back to farm, and people can regain their lives and go back to their homelands. But now it's getting to a situation where we are now getting worried that some of these elements are coming back. What they were doing before now was that they will attack and run away, attack and run away. But now with this sort of incident in Dumba, in Chibok, I mean, what would you say could be the cause?
Well, I think it is the aftermath of what has happened in Chad, Niger, and our neighboring countries. Cameroon is totally blocked from them, and the insurgents are now moving downward, that is into Nigeria. You can see what is happening in Kebbi, Sokoto, Zamfara, and the Northwest generally. And then, of course, those that were driven away from the Chad fringes of that is bordering Chad, have all been driven away, and they are running around trying to scramble for arms, ammunition, and equipment. In fact, in Goza, they came and also carted away some of the goods, not ammunitions, but supplies that is meant for the Nigerian army in a village called Yamtake, where they are. We have a battalion of soldiers there, so the brigade were trying to give them supplies. And the biggest problem we have recently is the issue of saboteurs, where we have infiltrators giving them information. So they ambush the contingent that were going to Jaji with farmers and bicycles. So they carted away the Jega, what we call this tricycle that has open body. And that was why I went right away, acquired replacement for them. So we went home, gathered all the people that were affected, and replenished, and that is to give them back what they lost. And this I am doing intentionally in order to give them confidence and develop resilience, because that's the biggest way or the best solution to this is to be resilient and stand up for these people. Chibok case have been unfortunate, but before they could arrive there, that is the hunters, the soldiers, these people have done made their disruption, as you can see, and ran away. In fact, those that were two brothers we lost two of them, the same father, same mother, both senior brother and junior. It's because they are standing up. The Chibok people are known for standing up against Boko Haram. Unfortunately, we lost two people. And before the army could arrive there, they have done this damage by putting on fire. And the fire went quickly because of the season now, where it's windy. But the people are still resilient. They are still there. They want to remain there. All they need now, and all we are calling about from the federal government, for example, once this happens and the people stay back, then NEMA should also come in immediately, rebuild what they can build, or give the people that they are like now, when they need blocks, cement, and the church should be brought up immediately. As you can see, the church is something that you can build overnight, and that was what the vice president and the president, when he was a governor, started, and the president governor continues. But the resources of the state is so lean, and that's why we are saying now, when this happens, the federal government should step in and replace those things that, like what I did in Goza. They took away 4 Jega and a counter vehicle. Went and then I replaced them immediately. They took away 40 bicycles. We went ahead and replaced by giving the victims a token of 50,000 to go and get a bicycle so that they can continue with their life and remain resilient. In Goza's case, those that were ambushed were basically civilian JTF. About 4 of them were civilian JTF. The Nigerian army was so strategic because they got scanty information. And that's why we didn't lose the army. And they immediately were able to chase them away. And they remain on top of the situation. But the public, too, has to support the army. The federal government has to support Borno State. Because what Governor Zulum has at hand is too much for him. For example, within a span of 2 weeks, Damboa is affected. Nganze, too, we had an incident whereby they attacked a police station and we lost 2 police officers. And this one is coming day before yesterday. Tumbu is also affected. So the federal government should really, really need to do what I have been saying, that our soldiers are so gallant, but they like, the sufficient training, ammunition, equipment, and motivation. These are very important for them to get over this case. I just came back this night. I know what is going on. If you see the situation under which our soldiers are operating, you pity them. For example, the feeding money for a soldier is 1,500. 1,500. Not per meal, but per day. The salary of a private soldier is still 50,000, even though I learned that it has been increased to 100,000. You can imagine that. Yet these people are willing to lay down their lives to do what is actually not their work. Because the Nigerian army are supposed to face this thing. But people sit down in their comfort, and we need more boots on the ground. We need to give them adequate ammunition. We need to give them adequate arms. We need to give them adequate motivation, but they can do it. The brigade general, the brigade commander, the task force commander was always on site. In fact, I had a meeting with him today around 2 o'clock.
What are your people telling you? Who are these attackers? Are they the same Boko Haram element? Are they ISWAP? What are these elements like? Are they speaking Fufude? Are they speaking Kanuri? Or what exactly do they look like? What are the natives, the locals? What are they telling you when you went around?
What is happening is, as I told you, this is the result of influx of the people, the ISWAP and Boko Haram that were operating in the Chad Basin fringes. Remember, there are some in Sambisa remnants. There were remnants in the Mandara Mountain. So when they want to launch attack, they were not able to launch attack from those two zones, that is Mandara Mountain and Sambisa, because they were weak. They have been very, very weak. But now they are having support from the outsiders. But what they need is equipment, food, and supplies. So now with the support of those that are speaking Fulfulde or Kanuri, that is a kind of reinforcement that they have that enables them to attack our villages. And then the best solution to that is that we should have more soldiers, boots on ground, more information, more intelligence, and most importantly, when I went there, it was after I spoke to the chief of army staff before I went to Goza yesterday, after meeting him in Abuja, that the air support were deployed to Maiduguri. There is a need for more air support in those areas that are affected. It doesn't matter whether they are from Niger or whether they are even heaven, if they are insurgents and we are ready and our Nigerian forces are ready and you give them what it takes, they are ready to face them. So the time I came, even there is information coming to the brigade commander in Goza. He got information that they may likely attack Goza, but he says he's waiting for them and he's ready for them. That is because he has intelligence and he has what it takes to protect Goza. And I was telling him, are you sure? He said, no, these boys will take them out. You can imagine that.
But Senator, so the reason why I asked that question of the language they speak is so that also the military can be well informed as to the identity of these people. Are they foreigners? Are they strangers who come into our land, kill our people, terrorize our people, and run away? Or they are the locals that are being, they are being disillusioned and are being, given these terrible ideologies to attack their own people in the manner in which they. I wanted you to identify whether the locals are saying these are people that we know, because I mean, as a reporter that had covered Maiduguri, covered Yola, covered Adamawa before, I do know locals have told me that these are some of our children who, for some reasons, they go away for several weeks, they come back and they come and attack their own people. What exactly are the locals saying to you? Do they identify some of them? Maybe they look like the Boko Haram they've wiped out before or not.
As I told you earlier, nobody can come out, whether they are Kanuri or Fulani, to come to Goza, for example, if they don't know anything about Goza, if they don't have anybody that will recce and give them information. I've confessed that they get information from the criminals among us, and they connive with the Boko Haram that are still hanging or hibernating in the Mandara Mountain, that who are weak now. But they are attacking more now is because it's like they have reinforcement from those that were driven from the Chad region, and normally they will be speaking Kanuri or Shua or Arab. That is it. But what I'm saying is a criminal is a criminal. It doesn't matter whether he is white, black, Kanuri, Igbo, or whatever. Once enemy is an enemy, you take him out. But unfortunately now I can confess to you that within us, there are saboteurs that share information or provide them information, especially with those that have old link. But our people now are saying the enemies are within and they are going to do something and they are going to search them and they are going to take action. That is the promise I got from them. And I encourage them. And they are resilient. They say they are not going to allow the situation in 2014 repeat itself again, where some youngsters like them will come, overrun a town and declare it a caliphate. They said they will not. They promised me. I was very happy, and I felt happy that I went to.
According to the police, Hamza is another notorious bandit leader terrorizing communities in Safa local government area of Zamfara state.
I joined the Nigerian Army 2003.
You retired when?
I retired 2020. I disengaged 2021.
After your retirement from the Nigerian Army, what job are you doing?
I started doing car business. I used to buy a car and sell. And later I used for transport again. I have my Mitsubishi Canter that I used to carry tomatoes from Kaduna to Lagos, something like that. So later I left the truck to another driver. I continue my business of the car, what I'm doing. So unfortunately, last
what did you do that the police arrested you?
the police arrested me on 27, that is on Saturday, along Kaduna Abuja Expressway.
What?
With two AK-47, one AK-47 and one AK-49, and the 500 rounds of GPMG and 8 magazines.
From where have you collected the distance you mentioned?
I collected in Nasarawa State, local in Nasarawa State.
How much did you deliver to the people before you collected distance?
When I'm going, they brought the money for me at Kotarkoshi. I went Kotarkoshi there. The person that brought the money I collected in Kotarkoshi, he told me it's 3.150. So I collected the money. He asked me that the Hamza Dogo will send the number of that person that I will meet in the local at Nasarawa. So he sent the number for me. I called the person. I told him I'm my way coming. So I reached Abuja 11 o'clock in the night. I slept there in the morning. I entered my road to Nasarawa. So reaching there, I called the person and we met. I give him the money and he gave me these weapons and ammunition.
Okay, who are you bringing the weapons and the ammunition to? And where is he staying?
It's in Zamfara State at IP.
What is his name?
His name is Dance IP. We just put the name as Dance IP, but the person who is sending me is Hamza Dogo, and the person who is connected me with Hamza Dogo is my senior brother, Alhaji Bello.
Alhaji Bello.
Yeah.
Okay. How many times have you done this business?
This is my second time. I went the first time earlier July. I went to the seminar Sarawa at Doma, one village there called Akote. So I went there and pick it and I give the person at Sapi.
Okay. Okay. After that,
yes, sir.
How much do they use to give you?
When I'm going, they will give me 100,000. When I come back, they will give me 100,000.
How much they gave you?
That's 200,000.
Eh?
200,000.
No. How much they gave you?
All in all.
Yes.
Including this one, 300. This one, if they say I return, I give them, they will give me 100,000. But they give me 100 when I'm going, so all is 300,000.
But these people that you are supplying distance to, what are they doing with distance?
I know they are terrorists, sir.
Eh?
They are terrorists.
What are they doing?
They are kidnapping and cattle rustling and terrorizing villages.
Uh-huh.
Thank you so much for watching the program. I appreciate you for your patience to watch from beginning to end. I hope you have learned a lot from this very program that I just played, this video. Please like and share the video. Share to all platforms. After sharing the video, now you can go to the comment section and put down your comments. Whatever suggestions, contributions you have to make, what you think about the video I just played, go to the comment section and put your comment. I will go to the comment section and I bet you I am learning a lot from there and you can equally learn from there. Let us share our experience on that comment section. Thank you so much and stay blessed. Don't forget to share, and we continue to bless you as you share. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity and equity. We move airborne.